When people think of wildfires, they may conjure up images of massive tracts of forest ablaze in a western state, such as California or Colorado. But the reality is, wildfires can develop in any location where the ingredients are present, including the southeastern United States.
Fire weather is the use of weather parameters to support forestry partners in support of their operations. So what we're doing for fire weather parameters are looking at things like temperatures, humidity, wind speed, wind gusts, and the overall stability of the atmosphere to help our partners do the best job that they can. The fire triangle from a weather perspective deals with weather, topography, and fuels. And each side of the triangle will collapse the other sides if they don't cooperate. What we're looking at is how conducive each side of that triangle is to fire becoming potentially explosive in growth. Are the fire weather parameters so that the fire would be driven, or that the fire would not have any push to it from the winds? Topography also plays a large part in that. Do you have large hills? Do you have a mountain type of slope, or is it just a flat like the plains? We also have to look at the fuels. Are the fuels receptive to fire? Are they dry and cured? Or are we in a summertime situation where the fuels are green and they're not susceptible to fire?
In the state of South Carolina, there is a group of dedicated individuals who are actively burning fuels under controlled conditions to prevent future wildfires in what is called a prescribed burn.
A prescribed fire is one that is done under controlled conditions by a forestry entity, be it the U.S. Forest Service, Fish and Wildlife Service, or a state or local entity. And what they're trying to do with a prescribed fire is a couple of different things. They can be reducing the fuels that are consumable for wildfires. So they're trying to burn those fuels off ahead of time to prevent or slow down wildfires. They also do controlled burns for habitat improvement for some endangered species, especially in the South Carolina area. With the red cockaded woodpecker, they do habitat improvement for that. You go out west, they do more for some quail species in the Midwest. So there's a variation of reasons why they do prescribed fires, but they're all in the best interest of the public or into a protected or endangered species. The National Weather Service issues spot forecasts to our federal, state, and local partners. We do that under agreements with those entities. And what we're doing is we're giving forestry partners the overall weather conditions of the day. And what they're counting on us to give them are the weather parameters for that day to make sure that the wind speeds, the humidities, the temperatures all agree with their plans. That lets them have a margin of safety for their burns, and also to ensure that their personnel on the fire are also as safe as they can be.
In late April 2022, National Weather Service meteorologists Mike Proud and Nicole Roberick traveled to Lee County, South Carolina to participate in a prescribed burn with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources.
Howdy y'all, I'm Johnny Stowe with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. We're in Lee County, South Carolina, burning the longleaf pine for ecosystem management. Two rare species out here, red cockaded woodpecker and American chapseed, and we're burning for economic purposes to protect our investment in our timber. We're burning for cultural purposes because it's the right thing to do, and people have been doing it here on this land ever since people have been here. It's a multicultural, interdisciplinary, and intergenerational heritage, and we're carrying it on today. We tell them who, what, when, where, why, how, where we want to burn, who's going to do it, how big an area, what type of stuff we're going to burn, what type of fuel, what the terrain is, and then they give us a specific forecast. The things that are super important to me is where is my smoke going, and I don't want to smoke up any roads. And yeah, we couldn't do our job without them, and so it's great to be in a partnership. Yeah, safety is safety is an underlying theme of everything we do. So prescribed burning can be looked at as a pyramid. So if you got a pyramid, the base, you got to have a base to the pyramid. The base, the foundation of our burning is public safety. So are we doing something that's safe? And that's where we depend on the weather from National Weather Service. So after the burn, the public is safer because there's nothing left to burn, and you cannot have a wildfire on that site for at least a year. And even if it burns after a year, after the vegetation grows back, it cannot be a catastrophic fire, a big fire. Share the flame.
Thank you for watching our first episode of In the Field with NWS Columbia. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. We are already working on future episodes, and if you want to know when we upload new videos, make sure to subscribe for updates. For the latest weather information, you can follow NWS Columbia on Facebook and Twitter. When severe weather strikes, social media is a great way to get ahead of the storm and become a citizen scientist when you provide us with your reports. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Steve Lavoie. Stay safe and always remain weather aware.